How's it going on, you dinguses? Hope you're having a great day. And, so, I'm pretty sure that you know that I'm a gamer. I'm a true gamer. I didn't choose to have one life. I I have many. You can think I'm an idiot in real life, but in the gaming world, I'm gay and I piss and shit everywhere. Where do you work out? At the library? No, bro. I work out on my Wii phone, dog. How can't you understand that I'm a gamer? I'm a gamer girl. Try to keep up, pussy. But before we get into the review, there's something that I really want to talk about, and it's how much support I've been given. I have a video that's sitting at 74 views and the other at 41, and this is just magical to me. I didn't believe that that was even possible, you know. I thought it was gonna get like 10 views, 20, and to see it grow up so fast really pumps me up, you know, really fills me with a need for doing more videos like these, and I enjoy making them. I like that you guys enjoy watching them, and I guess I mean I didn't really want to make this all sentimental after my gamer rant, kinda, right? But I would just like to thank you guys for if you shared it with a friend, if you watched it by yourself, if you liked it. If you didn't, that's okay, you know. I know that gaming is not a cup of tea for everyone, but you know, thanks for giving me a shot. I hope you enjoyed the video. So, during a bit of a creator's block, I was looking around interesting games on Steam because, you know, I wanted something to make videos on. And while I was looking for questionable games, I just said, fuck it, you know? I found Katana Zero in my library. Maybe I can find something that I would like to play again. And it's something good. And you know what? You betcha. I found it. I found a game that I believe it's not a masterpiece per se, but it's a really, really good game. It's a game that I believe excels at all of what it tries to bring to the table. And that game is Call of Duty World at War. During COD 4 and World at War was when Call of Duty was only but a simple, humble shooter that wanted to portray war as it is. And now, for a brief time at least, it evolved into a cesspool of degeneracy with fucking Infinite Warfare, Black Ops 4, Advanced Warfare, and the best dog game ever, Call of Duty Ghosts. But World at War has some qualities to it that almost make you forget that this is a lackluster AAA game nowadays. And the best way to start is with the campaign. So, as the first part of the campaign, you play as Private Miller, someone about the Marines that has been initially a prisoner of war with his reconnaissance team at Macon Atoll. And so, beginning by a narration of Roebuck, they go over to see if they're actually dead because they've been missing for so long.
You think because you say nothing, you are strong? 貴様は強くない。強情なやつめ。
Don't tell him a fucking thing.
米兵どもはみんなこうなのか?
You're apparently in the torture scene with a captain and his men torturing all the members of your reconnaissance team. And one of them, Private Kyle, is promptly executed in your face. And for sure, you're gonna be next. As you walk back, he grabs you, and he's about to execute you when...
Miller, you're okay. Thank God. We're gonna make them pay for what they've done. Fuckers!
And a theme that is interwoven between Call of Duty World at War's campaigns is the theme of vengeance. It's almost the spice of the campaign, and if you want to get really practical in a analyze it from an objective standpoint, it's what it fuels. You can see even in the slightest bit of dialogue about Robux saying that they're going to pay for what they've done. The death of Sullivan in the American campaign, which is one of your chiefs in command, it's something that it almost makes you want to kill, because you want to avenge all the family and the brother in arms that you've lost. And I believe that is something that Call of Duty World at War portrays very well, is the war between two sides. It explores it from the American view and from the Russian view. And I'm gonna shortly talk about Dimitri Petrenko's campaign too, but first I just want to say to you, to kind of make this clear, that as much as from what you've heard me say from this first part of the American campaign, that oh, the theme is going to be an underlying theme of vengeance, like Black Ops 2, for example, with Raul Menendez. But that's not exactly the case. The campaign of Americans, they focus much more on the guerrilla tactics that the Japanese used, the Viet Congs used during the war. For example, right as you've just seen, they ambush, they put traps for you to fall in. And in this brilliant, absolute brilliant example of a trap, you know, something that they've used to fool lots and lots of Americans, is one that as you're picking up the pace with your team and you see this huge pile of Japanese bodies, but they don't got any blood on them. So when you go to check, they go up. And a flare goes up and blinds the rest of your team. All of the bodies that you thought they would be dead are now up, and they're attacking you, they're ambushing you. So after a tough escape, it's safe to say that the Japanese, they really knew what they're doing. With the ghillie suits, the fake bodies, the armed US soldiers with a grenade, so when their comrades would come to check up on them, they will blow up, and who knows, it might wipe out an entire battalion if they were close enough, depending on the explosive too. So after escaping the ambush, you all find a truck that you promptly knife out and make some gas spill so that Sullivan himself can light up the blaze that follows. And well, soon enough. And then the whole station blows up as you advance to kill all the Vietnamese, plant a bomb on their ammo supply so that you can get away and actually succeed in something to progress this more than just a POW rescue. And as you're getting to the bunker, you begin arming the C4, and after that, it's your time to escape.
Damn!
You get disoriented by grenade, and
Where's the fireworks?
Tell me those charges weren't duds.
They better not be.
now, over to the Russian campaign, which is, at least in my opinion, the best part of the Call of Duty World at War series. It introduces us to Reznov, and I just want to stop for a minute. Look how cool the cinematics are. They mescl this CGI with real war footage, and for me at least, it's really awesome. But keeping on. The mission starts and we're greeted by a black screen, followed by a few groans of men and a few crow sounds, when we realized we're in the middle of dead men. We don't know what's happening yet until we see some soldiers speaking German. They get closer and closer to our fallen foes in Stalingrad, and they start checking up the bodies. You see a few of our friends contorting themselves in anguish as the pain they have suffered is beyond immeasurable. We see two soldiers get on top of the fountain and just lay fire on every single thing that they see that breathes. This is of course the Nazis, which is going to be the main antagonist in the Russian portion of World at War. But soon enough, we start crawling to cling on to our lives as best as we can when we are introduced to the man, the myth, Viktor Reznov.
I need your help. Do what I say, and we can avenge this massacre.
Notice how, again, the theme of a vengeance plot, something that needs to be done to avenge people that have died, is once again brought to the Russian part of the campaign. As you can see with Viktor Reznov and the whole Russian campaign, the gameplay is a little more basic, you know, it's the run and cover shooter with the stealth sniper segments, but at first it's in a way that it's not very bland and doesn't make you feel, bored, and it really focuses on the story. If you're more of a story player, this second half of World at War is definitely for you. It's one of the golden parts of the game by itself, and it's just magical how much it can make you care for the men that Reznov takes care of, and you yourself. As you can see in Black Ops 1, Reznov and Dimitri are one of the best friends. But anyways, this sniper segment, it's really unique to me. Simply because of the fact that you actually integrated with the scenario. For example, you wait for the bombers to pass by, so then you just start killing Nazis, and their friends, they can't even hear them because of the noise. And so you do as your best, and then you try to stealth out because you need to get out of there, and you don't want to get spotted and the same fountain you're in just being your grave.
Building to flank his route.
Sniper! Get inside now!
But in the middle of the stealth segment, you were caught by a sniper, and then you start this game of cat and mouse where Reznov draws the fire, he tells you which floor it is, but then you gotta see the sniper so that you could actually kill him. And I believe that is very fun how they integrate these various floors and everything into this subtle detail of the game that still makes it feel very cool, I guess. But if you already played the game before, you may notice that I'm only talking about the first missions of each campaign. And I'm only doing that because, first, I want to keep this video nice and simple. I don't want to make it too complicated. And two, I believe that people really should play. I don't think they should buy this at full price. I really do believe that they should wait for a discount at Steam, especially because these older COD games, they really do get discounts. Except for Black Ops 3, that is still a fucking kidney. But I really recommend that if you see this on sale, you should buy it and you should play the campaign. It's really good. And you know, something that is also really good about this game is the zombies, but I'm gonna need to talk about the multiplayer first. So, yep, that's what we're gonna talk about right now. So, I would like to record vanilla gameplay for the multiplayer section of this video, but I have one teensy problem. I really don't know how to mess with servers and see if the server is actually a custom server, or maybe it's a server made for kind of like casual playing. So I'm gonna put, you know, screenshots of trailers in the screen right now just to convey my points. From my experience, at least, that I played World of Wars multiplayer, it was kind of broken. Some guns were better than others. MP40. But it was an all-around well-made multiplayer with fans in mind, some returning perks from COD 4 with some due changes, and I believe that it refined the multiplayer that Black Ops was going for after World of War's release, and it's a big part of the reason that Call of Duty has nowadays the main point is a multiplayer. Because they were finally tuning it. At first, you know, COD 1, COD 2, it didn't really have a good multiplayer. So then they were fine-tuning it. And I believe that the multiplayer experience is still worth it if you wanted to buy it. At least I think it's good. But, you know, now let's go on to the zombies, which I'm gonna fanboy hard, beware. Finally, we're gonna play about. Oh, you can put that. You can put. No, please. Coming with a map on disc that you got by finishing the campaign and 3 DLC maps, I believe that it's safe to say that since it was the beginning that Call of Duty Zombies had, it was a pretty good one. They started with the right foot. They had a vision. They started slowly to expand on the lore of Call of Duty Zombies, and I can really appreciate that. It may sound complicated, but at least for me, it's kind of fun to watch, you know, like some YouTubers doing the complete timeline of the series, because I'm a huge COD Zombies fan, you know. I think COD Zombies was a good chunk of my childhood, and I have a lot of fond memories doing the transit Easter egg, playing World of War for the first time, playing Black Ops 1 for the first time. It's just something magical that is really part of my childhood and it's ingrained in my memory. And I believe that this map is a very well-rounded experience for the Zombies player that wants to discover vintage, I guess, Zombies maps. It has some glitches, like for example in the Giant or the Reese, where if you shoot yourself with the Wonderwolf, you essentially lose Jug. That's kind of a shitty glitch, especially because World of War Zombies, they're considerably harder than any zombies recently. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. I believe that it's kind of good that they branched out to other types of players, you know. And one thing that I liked about this mode is just the feeling that you have for it, you know, the care that you see that the developers have put into this game. And speaking of putting work into this game, I would like to talk about custom zombies. This is gonna be a shorter segment. I really just want to talk about how great has World of War thrived upon adding custom mods. What you're seeing here is the map called Clinic of Evil. It's a custom mod that I absolutely love. If you have World at War, please download it. It's so well made, has a nice Easter egg. It's not something too complicated nor something too simple that it would be just boring. But anyways, I believe that the only reason that Call of Duty World at War keeps on selling and selling is because of the addition of creative input from the community. Like, look what you see on the screen is like completely different to what you could normally see in World of War. The UI is sharper, cleaner, the guns behave better, the knifing especially is way better. You can actually see some of the wall buys, their details, the outside. It's just, it can be so well made in general. It has like parts of World at War that weren't even in there. And that's what I think is the magic of custom zombies. And you really should check custom zombies out also. It has some sites where you can download the maps. It's not like Steam library, simple as that, but it's really worth the effort to download custom maps. I really do recommend it. This video has been more on the longer side, but rest assured I'm gonna do some shorter videos. Most of the time it's just that I really wanted to talk about this game, and because for me it's like part of my childhood, you know. And so I just wanted to say what I feel about this game and that you really should buy it. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please just give a like or dislike if you didn't like it, and leave a comment telling me what you think and what you think I should do. It really means a lot that you're watching my content, so I want to thank you. Every single view that I got in this